Okay, let's give this a go. So I don't know how or if this is going to work, but I thought I'd give it a try. I'm going to do Alpe Du Zwift. Might as well start going. The last time I did this was November last year, when I was considerably fitter than I am now. And I did the actual climb in 1.5 hours, just over 1:31, I think, 1 hour 31. I didn't think it was too bad, but I'm considerably less fit than I was when I did that. I did a ride yesterday outside on the gravel bike with Hattie, and we did just a little local loop, and I suppose it's a small hill, but for me it's quite a big hill, and I really struggled at that. I had to stop several times, which is kind of disheartening, considering I used to get up there in one go reasonably easy. So I'm going to try and build my fitness back up. We've got a big gravel sportive in the middle of April, which I was supposed to be training for. And then I had my crash, which put me out of action for a couple of weeks. Then I got ill, which put me out of action for a bit more. So I've only done, I think, 3 or 4 rides since February, and none of them have been particularly spectacular, feeling wise anyway. So I need to try and get back on it, get some fitness back. And the weather outside today is a bit grim. Hattie's gone out to her parents' house, so I thought I've got a few hours spare with nothing to do, so let's see if I can do this. I'm not sure if I'm even going to be able to complete it, to be honest. I'm not going to push too hard because I really don't want to injure myself again. So if my knee starts hurting or legs start hurting too bad, I'll probably just call it quits. I don't like to quit, but I've had so many injuries and so many setbacks this year already. I don't want to do something stupid and ruin it all again. Apologies for me sniffing again. It's absolutely freezing inside today. I think it's about 15 degrees in the house, so hopefully this will warm me up a bit. Just going to do the run-in to warm up before we hit the actual climb, and then see how we go. I hope these bib shorts I've got on are good enough. They're really cheap ones from Temu. They actually look quite nice, but I've only done a few Zwift rides with them, so I don't know how comfortable they're going to be for a long ride. We'll see. I expect by the time we start going up the climb I probably won't be chatting too much because I physically won't be able to. I don't know how I'm going to even edit this video together, if it works at all. I'll probably just cut in and out with bits. There's no point uploading the entire thing because that would be incredibly boring. I've got some drink, I've got a Cliff Bar, I've got some energy gels, and I've got some energy gummies just in case. I haven't eaten anything today, so I'm probably going to need those, to be honest. I don't know what those Cliff Bars are like, I haven't had one yet. I haven't had any of the gels, to be honest, either of these ones, so they might be disgusting too. I thought it's better to be over prepared, so I just brought it all with me. I've got my headphones, earphones, and I've got my Spotify ready to go if I need it. Okay, we're just coming up to the start now. I don't have my PR, 90-day PR, because it was too long ago, which I guess is okay. I'm not racing myself, so I guess that's fine. Just going to take it nice and steady. I just want to hopefully get up it. I don't care how long it takes necessarily. That doesn't help. There we go. I want to try and keep a nice steady cadence, hopefully about 70 RPM, somewhere in that. And hopefully my heart rate stays sensible. And I noticed the last few rides I've done outside, my heart rate's been a lot higher than it always used to be. I was hitting about 175 yesterday, whereas before my max heart rate was about 169 usually, and that was going like full out gas. Yesterday, just climbing that little hill, I was at 175, not really pushing all that hard, I didn't think. Gears on this bike are a bit dodgy too, so hopefully they don't keep jumping. Turn the fan on a bit now, it's getting a bit warmer. Just coming up to the first corner, corner 21. Feeling okay so far, thank God. Heart rate's holding about 140, doing between like 130 and 140 watts, which isn't a huge amount, I know, but that's fine. So in that sector, average 140 heart rate, 146 power, 6 minutes 55. I genuinely can't remember what my times were last time, so I'm not worried, I'm just going to do it. The thing that's really disconcerting with this is you see the distance bar. It's only 11.6 kilometers, which is nothing really, but knowing this is going to take me at least an hour and a half to do, on top of the 15 minutes or so I've already done, plays mind games with you, going so slowly, 6 kilometers an hour. I'm pretty sure last time my watts were fairly higher than this, a fair bit higher. I think it was more like between 170 and 200. I'm down to 124 now. I use Garmin for a lot of my fitness tracking. There's a feature on there called training readiness. Usually it's like if you haven't done anything for a couple of days, you're at like 98-99% training readiness. I looked at it this morning, it was on 1. So my Garmin's screaming at me, telling me not to do anything today. But I'm ignoring it. There's another feature on Strava called Fitness Score, which tracks your fitness over time. In October last year, I think it was about 60, because I've been riding a lot. We started riding in June last year again, after quite a long break for me. 2013-14 was the last time I'd ridden, until June last year. So from June to October, I went from basically a 0 fitness score to 60, and then it dropped a little bit over Christmas, because obviously it's Christmas and I ate too much and didn't do enough exercise, and it kind of stayed steady from like January, February, till I had the crash in the middle of February, and then it just dropped like a stone. I think it's on 20 now. I think it was lower than that. I think it was 16 a couple of weeks ago. So I've got to get back from 20, hopefully back to 60 by April the 20th, because that's when this gravel sportive is. I was feeling pretty good in October when it was at 60. I was still getting tired and worn out, obviously, but I could do 30 to 40 mile rides fairly comfortably, fairly quickly. But at the moment, just like the other day, we did the family cycle trail, which is local to us here in the forest. It's basically a very gradual incline for 16 miles or so, about 2-3% incline. I used to be able to fly around it. Used to do it in under an hour and feel fine. And we did it last weekend and I was dying. It was terrible. It's quite, what's the word? Defeating, I suppose, is a word you could use. And there's something you know you can do. You know you've done it before, but your body's just not having it. It just makes you feel a bit crappy. So I've got to try and pull my finger out and get some fitness back at least. It's kind of a vicious circle. You go out on your bike and you feel like crap. You do really badly. You see your times for all your segments are way behind what they were. Your lungs are killing you, your legs are killing you, your chest is killing you. It kind of takes the fun out of it and almost makes you not want to do it. And of course, if you don't do it, it's never going to get better again. I know I can get back there, it's just a case of actually having the willpower to do it. It'll be much better and easier once the weather gets a bit better, because it's been so bad recently. Raining and cold and horrible and windy. The wind we've had recently is horrendous. And hopefully, now Easter's come, spring's on the way, we'll have some nice long days, nice sunny weather. Better get out a bit more and actually want to get out, because I hate being cold. I've got bad circulation in my feet are freezing cold all the time anyway, and when you're outside in like 4 or 5 degrees cycling, my toes and feet get completely numb. It's horrible, horrible feeling. So at least if it warms up a bit, my feet won't be so cold. It'll be a bit more enjoyable. Okay, there goes the second corner. Did it in 6 minutes 49. 135 heart rate, 133 power. That's fine. My heart rate's quite low, which is good. I don't want to start pushing. Maybe a bit more towards the end I can push a bit more, but I want to try and keep it below 150 if I can. I guess you could call this a zone 2 workout. Have a bloody big hill. Hit a steep a bit now, 14%. And the Zwift has decided to give me a drafting boost, which is completely useless on the ear, and I can't remember the button to get rid of it, so I'm stuck with that. No feathers for me. It's Easter Sunday today, by the way, so happy Easter. I don't even have any Easter eggs. Hattie didn't buy any. I can't even gouge on chocolate after I've done this because we don't have any. I found that's the best way to lose weight. I just don't have anything in the house. Snack wise, chocolate, crisps, biscuits. Because if they're here, I'll eat them. I've lost quite a lot of weight in the last few months. I think in December I was probably 85 kilograms. I'm only 5'7", so I'm quite short, so that's quite a lot of weight for someone that short. And now I hover between 72 and 73 kilograms now, so I've lost a fair bit just from dieting basically and cycling. I actually lost about 4 kilograms in a week. A couple of weeks ago when I was ill, I just didn't eat anything basically for 4 days, 5 days. Obviously that's not healthy. But I just couldn't eat, I wasn't hungry, I didn't want anything. So yeah, that dropped me down to 73 kilos, which has been my goal weight for the last couple of years really. So that was a good milestone to hit. I'll probably try and lose a bit more, maybe get down to 70, somewhere around there. And then I'm going to have to start trying to build the muscle back up again, because I used to have a lot of muscle. It's all gone. I've got a very physical job. It involves lifting and pushing and pulling really heavy things all day. And I was also weight training from home a fair bit. But yeah, it's all gone. I stopped the weight training, started the diet, and it's just all gone. So I want to get down to sort of 70-ish kilograms, and then I can start building the weight back up, but build it up in muscle rather than fat. I don't mind being 75 kilograms if it's mainly muscle. I just don't want it to be fat. At my heaviest, probably 2-3 years ago. I was 90 kilograms, which was not good. Back then I started running for a bit. I used to love trail running, especially in the forest here. But my knees said otherwise. I don't know if that's because of the weight or just because I've got dodgy knees. Maybe I should try it again now I'm a bit lighter. Hattie's gone to her parents for roast dinner and he's boasting how good it looks. I'm here with a Cliff Bar. I could have gone with her, but our cat's just had her spay, so I'm trying to keep an eye on her. Trying to keep a cat in a cage all day is not fun, so I'm having to keep letting her out and having a little play with her, but keep it gentle, because if she starts tearing about like she usually does, it's going to cause itself a mischief. So I decided to stay here so I can keep an eye on her. She's fast asleep at the moment, hopefully. Try not to overdo it on the power, I don't want to burn myself out. Slow and steady wins the race. That's kind of my trouble, is I'm quite competitive, either against myself or against other people. If I had my Ghost, I think I'd be pushing, trying to keep up with it, but I know there's no chance I'd be able to. I'd end up getting halfway up the hill and just dying. I have that trouble on all the rides, as if I'm doing a free ride somewhere, then a sprint comes up, I have to do the sprint. I can't help myself. I know I'm never going to win or come anywhere near the top, but I have to push, either beat a previous time that I did myself or just go as hard as I can. And often that screws me up for the next few miles, trying to get my breath back and calm down a bit. I don't know if anyone else on Zwift finds it as well. When you're doing a free ride, you kind of notice the people around you, certain names, and the Zwifters nearby. I kind of end up having a race with them, even though we're not racing each other. They don't know I'm racing them and they're just doing their own thing. But if they go ahead, I try and catch up with them. If I see them drop behind, I try push the gap bigger. I've just got these silly little races going on in my head against people who don't even know what's going on. Because chances are, if they were really racing, they'd be leaving me for dust. I guess it's motivation though, to try and keep up with someone or beat someone, even if they're not trying. Because also they could be trying, they could be going flat out. These are actually really nice. I could eat those just as sweets. Never mind the energy properties. Can't read that, it's way too small. It says 88 calories per serving. I don't know what a serving is, if that's each or no idea. Must admit my bum is starting to get a little bit sore now. quite a steep bit coming up by the looks of it too. 5% at the minute. Looks like it's about to ramp up pretty significantly. Halfway there, according to the graffiti. Twelve turns to go. Okay, that's just taking the piss. Someone's have run past me. We're going that slow. Must be. I'm guessing, unless you've got a pretty fancy treadmill, you don't get these inclines. I don't really know. That's a 9% grade he just ran at straight past me. Okay, butt really hurting now. Not a lot I can do about it though. Okay, corner 10. Feeling okay. My legs are starting to hurt a bit, my knees especially. Oh, my butt is killing me. Gears on this bike. I didn't want to have to stop at all. I think the battery on this camera is going to run out soon. And I've put the batteries over there where I can't reach them, which is clever. So I might have to try out the coffee stop feature on Zwift. I've never used it before. I don't really know how it works. I don't know how much battery this camera's got left. I can't see the screen as it's turned off. It's been going for about an hour, so must be getting low. Apart from my butt and my knees, feeling okay. Chest is fine, heart rate's pretty steady, 140. Actually, my arms are hurting more than anything, I think. Someone doing it on a flat bar mountain bike. It's hardcore. Okay, past the hour mark for the actual Alp. Got no idea how long it's going to take to finish, if I can finish. I guess 40 to 50 minutes. I don't know. I think I might take a quick break to swap the battery on this camera. Just coming up to 7. I don't want to stop, but I think it's about to die. Oh, I can't. Oh, that sucks. Why is it unavailable? It was there just now. Okay, I won't now. That's weird. Oh, it's just come up. Okay, yeah, I will. I wonder why. Alright, let's do that. 3 minutes. Okay. And we're back. My battery was literally just about to die. I caught that just in time. So does that coffee stop keep? Does it like keep you at the pace you were going at? I guess because I seem to be a little bit further on than I was. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. I should have looked up how to get rid of this drafting boost. Maybe I'll just use it. Just look like an idiot using a drafting boost and there's no one near me. Time for some music, I think. My butt is killing me. My butt is in absolute agony. Oh, these shorts are horrible. Oh, we're nearly there. 0.8k. Oh. Oh. Everything else is fine. Except my arse. There's so much pain. Ah. You can see the finish. Definitely haven't beaten my last time. Oh, I can't wait for this to be over so I can stand up. Why did I wear these? That was a stupid idea. I think I might have gone a bit too hard when I put the music on. It's time to flag now. We're so close. Oh, come on, we're so close now. Everything's hurting now. Knees, thighs, arse, head, shoulders, knees and toes. You can see the finish. Ah, I beat my PR. How the hell did I do that? Really? No way. 100 minutes, 49 seconds. Ah, my bum. Ah. 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 I know I've got the descent to do, but I need to stand up. Oh. Oh. Oh, the dog's looking at me like, what the hell's going on? Oh. Jesus. Do you know what? I don't know if I can be bothered with the descent. Oh, that's agony. Well, that said I beat my PR. Well, I don't believe it. I need to check that. But for now, I'm done. Oh, thank fuck that's over.